What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Reselling History. This is Scott, and I have another watch unveiling of vintage watches. And this is the most I've ever paid for a watch collection. I paid $1,500 for all the watches in this box here. And there's one specific watch that I'm really eager to look at and see if it's worth investing in. So let's get to it. Let's open it up and let's see what I bought. All right, we are opening up the box now, and first I'm going to take a look at these pocket watches. And the first one right here is a Hamilton pocket watch, mechanical watch. Let's wind this up, see if this works. And it is not winding at all, and it only has the hour hand, no minute hand. But it's a nice looking watch. Let's take a look at the grade on this. So $1,500 for everything. I'm hoping to make a little bit of profit on everything and hopefully have some extra room to invest in one of the watches I'm going to show you towards the end. This is a nice looking Hamilton. It's too bad it's missing a hand, but I'm sure somebody would like to restore this, maybe use it for parts. It is a grade 974, and it is not gold or gold filled. So always got to check that out. But a decent looking pocket watch. It's probably worth around maybe $50 to $75 in parts. So that's a nice start to the collection. And we have another pocket watch here. And this one is a little unique looking because it has a military dial on there. I don't know if that necessarily means this is a military pocket watch. And this is ticking pretty good. I think that seconds hand is half broken. It looks a little too short. But as far as the pocket watch name, it's Sentra, and it's got a little logo right there. But yeah, this is possibly a military pocket watch. There's the movement right there. It says Sentra on the movement. It's running pretty good, and it's got some sort of engraving back here. Let's take a closer look at this. Looks like someone's name, Albert. Let's see if I can get a little better angle on this. So yeah, for this one, I think it says the man's name, Albert Welter Gladbach. I'm not really sure how old this watch is. I'm gonna say probably early 1900s. I don't really know anything about Sentra Pocket Watch Company. There are just so many pocket watch and watch brands out there, obscure makers. So I'll have to do some research on this, but I'll just estimate maybe around 50 to 100 bucks for this. And there are some little cheapy watches in here. Like here's a Timex right here. This one's not even working. That's going to be a parts watch, not really worth much. And then here is a real Rolex. No, I'm just kidding. This thing is obviously the fakest Rolex that there could be. It feels really cheap. And yeah, this is like the fakest, most flimsiest Rolex bracelet ever. So there's a fake Rolex. Hopefully there's a real one towards the end. And got another like woman's quartz watch right here. I'm just trying to get all these cheaper watches out the way. I promise you there's better stuff. Another Timex. Here's a Bulova watch, and this is, let's see what this is. Gold plated. Cheap watches, where are you? You're probably wondering, $1,500 for these. Bulova watch. Another gold plated bezel. And another woman's watch. Just checking to see if these are golds. You never know. You always got to check the watches here. I'll check this one too. This one. All right, I'm going to have to open this up, you guys. And we're going to find out together if this is gold or not. It wasn't advertised as such. All right, I finally got it open completely. Now I just have to take the movement out. Sweet. Sweet. I think that says 18 karat gold. Yep, this is 18 karat gold watch case right here. Sweet, everybody. That is 4 grams of 18 karat gold. And that it comes out to about $320 in melt value. Now, I'm not taking into account the glass crystal right here, so I'll take a good 30 or 40 bucks off of that. But man, that's some good value. That's gonna eat up that $1,500 nicely that we spent on the whole collection. So let's get to the nicer watches now. I'll show you guys the main reasons why I purchased this collection. All right, everybody, first up we have a Waltham 17 Jewels World War II field watch. Let's wind this sucker up. I do think it's working, he said. Yeah, so this one is ticking good, continuously ticking. And this does have the luminescent dial, so there is some, this is a radium painted dial. I am trying to be more careful with that stuff. I know I'm not wearing gloves, but I'm just trying not to be exposed to it as much, so just look through this very briefly. But yeah, this is a nice watch, very collectible, good value. It's got an original field strap on it. This is probably like a $250, $300 watch by itself. So I might consider adding this to the collection. But like I said, I am trying to downgrade on the radium dials a bit. And let's take a look at this one too. This is another World War II watch. And this is a Waltham Type A11. Wow, this is super neat. I like this one. Unfortunately, it's not winding, so this is going to need to be repaired. But another very collectible watch from World War II. This is probably like a $200-300 watch as well. Even for parts, these things bring some good money, so that definitely helps out. And then we have another World War II watch. This one's a little different because it's just the case. It's the case and the dial. And this is also a Type A11, and it's a new old stock case and dial. So it's never been used before. So if somebody has the movement and they're looking for a beautiful case and dial, this is it right here. That's gonna make your watch look brand new. Next up, what is this? This is Eternamatic. This is a nice watch, probably from the 1960s. Oh, it's engraved on the back. George W. Roraback. And he's been working at the H.B. Smith Co. Incorporated. He started July 1919, excuse me, and he was given this watch in 1964. Oh my goodness, the man practically lived there his whole life. This is a neat watch. I don't know a whole lot about Eterna watches. I know some of them could be quite valuable, so I'm not entirely sure the value on this one. Maybe a couple $100. I'll let you guys decide, but so far it's still ticking well, which is a good sign. All right, next up we got a Bulova watch. Nice tank style. Looks like the crystal does have a little bit of a small little cracks on it. I think this watch was supposed to be running as well. And so far it is ticking, but like all the watches, I have to test them for accuracy before I actually sell them. But this is a beautiful watch right here, popular watch. Everybody wants a Bulova from the 1940s. So this is probably a $150 watch by itself. And another beautiful tank watch. A Gruen Precision. Oh, this is so cool. I love that kind of like a TV looking dial. This is beautiful right here. Stainless steel back. I think this one was running as well. Yeah, this is a beautiful watch. Man, nice gentleman's watch. Probably $150 as well, maybe a couple hundred. We're making progress here. Here's another military watch. This is another World War II watch. Ordnance Department, USA. And this one needs a repair. It's not winding at all, but it has the original crown. Kind of like an oversized type crown. Almost looks like a canteen. I know sometimes these crowns can be like even more sought after than the watch itself. This one is from World War II, but there is one, I think it's the type A17 Waltham from the Korean War era. And the crown on that is like sells for just as much as the watch itself. It's really hard to find the original crown. But yeah, you got your normal military dial from World War II. Trying to see if will start ticking here, but it's not, unfortunately. So that'll need a repair, but another couple $100 there. All right, people, I got 3 more watches. Hang on with me. This is a beautiful Lord Elgin watch. Man, this thing is sweet looking. Look at those lugs on there and that case. That just screams Art Deco period. And this one is working as well. Man, beautiful dial. This is probably a couple $100 watch. You know, I don't see where it says if it's gold or not. Oh, cool. It's got the original crown. I'm going to take the back off this and see if this is gold or gold filled. All right, here it is, people. For a second, I thought it just said 14 karat. Got my hopes up, but it's 14 karat gold filled. That still increases the value of this watch, especially with gold's price right now at an all-time high. Even people are looking for gold filled stuff. Because it's just becoming more desirable at this point. So beautiful Lord Elgin watch. I'm happy with this one. Probably a couple $100 on that. All right, 2 more watches left, and this is the second best watch in my opinion. And it doesn't look like much. It looks like just a normal Hellbros watch from the 1940s, but it does have, well, it's supposed to have 3 accent diamonds. Unfortunately, it looks like, if I zoom in close here, looks like the one on the left, does it? Something just looks off about the one on the left a little bit. I don't know if it's busted or it just broke off completely. But this watch, let's see if this is running. It's supposed to be running, this watch. Yeah, this one's running. We'll test it for accuracy, but if you turn it around here, this is a solid 14 karat gold case. And I haven't seen a lot of Hellbros watches in solid gold. I don't think they're particularly like really valuable watch to be putting in solid gold, but somebody had the money back then to buy this and be like, I want it in solid gold, even though it's not a particularly super valuable watch. Now, obviously, being solid gold, it's going to spike up that value. And if it keeps running consistently and I put a nice band on it, I think this is probably a $400 to $600 wristwatch. It's got a really cool case, tank-looking case, and just a nice gentleman's watch. A little bit small, even for that era, but this is going to be fun to look at. Thanks for being patient while I got to the best watch of them all. And please, you guys, if you like this type of content with vintage watches or other things like vintage military collectibles, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel so you can be alerted for future videos. But here you go, the unveiling of the last watch. And this is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual. I've never had a Rolex before, and I kind of got lucky with this one. Now, as you can see, man, it needs some work. It needs some dial hands. It needs a crown. The freaking case lid is, somebody just jacked it up, honestly. That's why if you ever have screw back, you need to invest in this right here. Link down below. I wish they had this when they tried opening this watch, but man, it is scratched up. But man, you just don't really get a lot of opportunities to get a vintage Rolex Oyster. So I'm gonna open up the movement just to make sure everything's checked out, because I guess Rolex, you know, you never know if it's something is not 100% authentic. All right, we're getting it nice and unscrewed now. Let's zoom up here. Yeah, that looks like a real authentic Rolex movement. Correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I don't think there's a whole lot of fake Rolexes that are vintage like this. I'm pretty sure this is from like the late 1940s, maybe early 50s era. But as you can see, it says Rolex Perpetual Chronometer. Man, this is super sweet. And then let's take a look at the case lid here. Got the Rolex symbol. Got the little serial number, stainless steel. But yeah, you guys, this is my first Rolex I've ever got, and I would love to add this to the collection. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like a Rolex expert, because I don't know a whole lot about Rolexes. It's a whole nother ball game when it comes to vintage watches. So you guys drop a comment down below. Let me know if you think this is worth restoring. I know for parts, it's probably maybe like a $400 or $500 watch just as it is. And I did do a quick research, and I saw when they're restored, they're commanding $2,000 or $3,000. And Rolexes do cost more to service, especially an automatic movement like this. So it's probably gonna run me, I don't know, maybe close to $1,000 to get it restored. You guys let me know what you think down below, if I should get this restored or not. But all the other watches, I'll probably sell all of them to just recuperate my money and hopefully make some profit in the end. But let me know how you guys think I did. All right, hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.